Gabriel's quite versatile up front. Do you see a situation where you're starting games, him and Viktor?
Yeah.
And how strong do you think that would be?
Very strong, and both players probably like to play a little bit shifted to the left side, so and interchanging that position, something that we haven't had yet. I want to put an extra body closer to the box in central positions, something that that we can work on, so make sure that we keep them fit, and we will have many options there.
And if you add also Mikel Arteta and Kai when he comes back, I mean that's quite a sort of a strong option. Would you say that's probably the strongest set of options in the Premier League for players in one team?
We will put them one on top of each other.
in terms of you've got the best options of central strikers in any other club.
I don't know. I don't like to compare. I think we have a very, very strong personnel in that position. Is how we fit them in together. Probably is very, very difficult at the same time, depending on the context of the game. But very happy with the players that we have, and hopefully, so far we haven't had them in 6 months of the competition. We haven't had 2 of those for anything. Viktor, not even a part of that as well. So hopefully we are in that position.
Gary,
I'll just pick up what Arthur said, asked about Ethan, and see, Mars had an amazing ascent last year in playing a completely different position, left back and shifted and got in the England squad. So he'll play tomorrow. How do you keep him? How do you sort of explain to him about the games that he might play this season? Because he's obviously not played as much. Do you have to sit down with him and talk to him about that? And how do you keep him sort of ready for the games? So he had a tricky game the other day against Wolverhampton.
Probably looking at where he is, 18 years old. 50 appearances for the club. So I want to see how many examples there are in English football with that number at that age. That's a reality. That's not if. That's a reality. So if somebody would have told him, any of us, 2 years ago, that number with the squad that we have, probably will go, it doesn't sound very realistic.
Does it become harder though in this season, particularly with the World Cup year, where people like him or Gabriel Jesus who are going to want to get into the World Cup team and think, well, I don't play as much in my club, I might not get my national team. Does this season become harder for a manager?
That's a really bad approach, in my opinion. The approach has to be what we have to be in the team as much as possible, and the rest will be a consequence. If somebody is going to prioritize something for the World Cup, I think we have a big problem there.
Okay, last couple. Ethan from Daily Mail.
Hi, Mikel. With Viktor Gyökeres, during the summer is obviously a long transfer window. You ended up getting Viktor. What did you kind of expect from his signing when you bought him, and what inspired so far, do you think?
Well, 2 things. First of all, a lot of excitement as it happened, because we were bringing a proven goal scorer that had probably the best stats in Europe. And the second one, a player that comes to a different league, the most demanding league in the world. What happens if he doesn't score for 5 or 6 goals? That was my only question. How are you going to react if you don't score in 5 or 6 goals? Can you cope with that? And then what's going to happen in the next 100 games? And that's what you have to see. Again, the sample is very small. So let him alone, let him do what he does best, be behind him, and I'm sure things will turn up in the right way.
You just said there about goal scorers. Obviously his talent for sport in Lisbon is undisputed, but I know it's a small sample size, but thus far he's not amid the goals. Why do you think that is? How do you see things changing from here to the end of the season with Viktor and his goals?
Well, working, understanding what he needs more, understanding the things he needs to tweak in this league, in our team, to be more prolific and to be in more dangerous position. The other night he had 2 big chances as well, and put them as much as possible in that position, and he will do for sure what he wants, because he wants it so badly as well.
Okay, final breakdown.
Morning, Mikel. So Gabriel Jesus has come back and he looked very impressive with that half-hour cameo. How has his return affected the dressing room? And how good does it feel to have another striker who brings something different to your team?
Well, the dressing room, obviously, he's somebody that infects with energy. He has a smile on his face. He's somebody that connects with people really, really well, and he brings a different edge to the team, because we know that Gavi is a player that can create chaos in any moment in the manner that he plays.
And Thierry Henry had quite a few things to say about the loss against Villa the other day. He ended it with saying the fear of winning is sometimes bigger than the fear of losing. What's your thoughts on that comment?
I don't know. I never comment on what other people think is what they think.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Sorry, Jason.